Hello, everyone. Welcome to BODHI. I'm Stephen Weigand, my brother Chris. Booyah. All right, we've got a wonderful surprise for you today. 3 minutes in forearm plank. Here we go. I didn't even give him the option. Usually I'm like, do you think we're going? I'm like, nope. So you can take whatever version you like. You can interlace the hands like this. You can also take the arms like this. Just make sure that if the arms are like train tracks, that the elbows don't go wider than the shoulders, okay? And this is a breathing exercise, so if you got to come out of it 30 seconds in, fine. You know what? I'm going to slide a block between your thighs. If you have a block at home, is that all right? Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, you are on the clock. So, whether you have a block or not, squeeze like you do have a block, scissor the thighs in towards the midline, and pretend like my hands are on your hips, and I'm pulling the hips slightly back, tailbone back, as you lengthen your bottom ribs further forward, working the shoulders right up over the elbows. Now again, this is a breathing exercise, so you're probably like, screw you already, I completely understand that. Go with that and use it, breathe into it. That's what I mean by use it. Drop the hips a little lower. A little lower. Lengthen the hips slightly back. Press the ulnar wrist points down. And then isometrically pull the elbows back towards the toes, and then the toes up towards the elbows. Yeah. Because a lot of times, I don't know about you, but I've been taught like, no, don't feel it. Like, just be positive. It's like, no. When you're feeling like shit, you can't deny that. And we actually, what we want to do is use that energy to help you be more present and confront maybe that which gets in the way of connection to self and soul. And if you need to drop to the knees a few moments while you're connecting to that, that's cool. You're already 1 minute and 15 seconds in. You're doing great. Try to breathe in and out through your nose for like a 3 to 5 count. And then the same thing as you exhale. So more than allowing the mind to go to, oh my God, how much time is left? Yes, that's there, but see if you can attend to your inhale and exhale instead. And even Chris, if you need to drop too, totally fine. He says never. I'm like, okay, great. We'll do it for 6 minutes then. No, I won't do that to you. That's good. Yes. Keep lifting the ribs. Yes, lengthening the tail, and then coil the spine a little further forward. That's it, brother. Keep a little grapefruit underneath the chin. And you're doing great. All this talking, you're already 2 minutes into it. Just 1 minute to go. But again, I'll keep track of the time. You attend to your breathing. And just do one breath at a time. Go into what's there. Fear, anger, whatever it is. It's all good. It's all welcome here. This is yoga. That's what this is about. It's not about denying feeling. It's about bringing feeling into the experience so that we can heal and transform and use this energy in a direction that's going to support you more. Hips a little lower. Come a little higher on your tippy toes if you can. That's it. Good. Hips a little lower again. Head of the thigh bones a little higher. Crush the block, whether you have one or not. Imagine it's there. Scissor the thighs. Shift the weight a little further forward. Press those ulnar wrist points down again. There you go, buddy. Again, elbows to the toes, toes to the elbows. You just got 5 seconds left. Almost there. Collarbones wider, hips lower. All right, you can let it go. Child's pose for a moment. Woo! All right. Good work, good work. I'll just press something. All right. Okay, not too long a child's pose though. Let's make your way back to downward facing doggy when you're ready. And then once you get in down dog, you're just gonna bend one knee and the other knee. I press something. Okay. And let's go ahead and walk the hands all the way back towards the feet. Since I'm so nice like that. We're just going to hang at the back of the mat for a few moments. You can grab opposite elbows. If you feel like it, you can slide the hands underneath the soles of the feet. Either way, let the head drop. And then again, reconnect to that smooth and steady inhale and exhale in and out through the nose. Yes. Connection to breath. That's why, again, when things are amped up externally, or I'm throwing stuff at you, or you're triggered, when you come back to breath, your connection is back to the truth, to the moment. so that you can trust yourself moment to moment. And then from there, let's make your way back to downward facing dog. Because I know this shit ain't easy. And that's on purpose. Not to be the hardest class in the world, but to help bring these things to the surface for healing. And have more compassion with ourselves in the face of something challenging. Big inhale in through the nose. Exhale, let it out. So we can apply this stuff and take it off the mat as well. But this is a wonderful training ground for life. Here we go. Inhale, plank pose. Glide the shoulders all the way over wrists into top of a push-up. Now from here, lift the right foot up just about an inch. Good. Lift the ribs. Go ahead and bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. Keep the elbows squeezing in. Press it right back up to plank. Set the right foot down. Lift the left foot up. Good. Bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. Good. Lift it up to plank. Keep the left leg lifted. Come up onto your right fingertips. Good. Work the outer left hip up, left ribs up, and then reach the right arm all the way forward into the one-arm, one-legged plank pose. Good. Yes. Nice, brother. Great levelization in the hips. Heart just a little further forward. Good work. Set the right hand down, set the left foot down, bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. I know you thought we were going to BODHI. We're not. Come back up. Lift the right foot back up. Come up onto left fingertips. All right. Right hip lifts, left arm reaches forward. One arm, one-legged plank. Good. Yes. Right ribs lift a little bit more. Yes. Collarbone's a little broader, heart a little further forward. That's it. Look at that, brother. Good. Release the left hand, release the right foot, bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. Press it all the way up to plank. Bend the elbows all the way lower down to the floor in my 5 count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then lower all the way down. That was amazing. Now take the hands by the low ribs. Setting up for a little cobra action. Like I could slide a business card underneath your belly button. Think more length than lift. Okay? Scrub the hands back towards the toes and lengthen forward. Good. Exhale, set the chin all the way down. Nice. Press the tops of the feet down. Inhale, lengthen forward. Scrub the hands back again. Nice. And then exhale, set the chin all the way back down. Good. Walk your left hand just a touch back. Nice. And then one more time, lengthen forward. Okay, now, can you lift the palms just an inch up off the ground, but keep the low ribs lifting? Nice. Now, reach the arms all the way forward. Yep. Biceps in line with the ears. Back of the skull lengthens further forward. Yes, you can lift the tops of the feet up if you want. Nice. Buckle the hip points and work them into the mat. Nice, brother. Keeping that business card sliding underneath your belly. Lift the low ribs one more time. And then all the way to up dog. Press the tops of the feet down, set the hands by the low ribs, and press it all the way up. And then all the way back, downward facing dog. Nice big inhale in through the nose. And then let it out, exhale. Here we go. Inhale, plank pose. Glide the shoulders all the way over the wrist, top of a push-up. Bend the elbows, lower halfway down, chaturanga. Roll over the toes, upward facing dog. Pause. From there, flip it back over chaturanga. Squeeze the elbows in, press it all the way up to plank, and then downward facing dog. Another lion's breath. Big inhale in through the nose. Let it out, exhale. Nice. Bend the knees and look forward. At the end of the exhale, step or jump the feet all the way up to the top of the mat. Lengthen forward as you inhale, and then fold forward as you exhale. Awesome. Take the thumbs wide apart, then circle the arms. Rise them all the way up, and then exhale, pull the palms of the heart. That keeps the arm bones into the shoulder socket. Again, drop the palms down, thumbs wide, circle and rise. And then exhale, hinge and fold forward, release the hands down. When you inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen forward through your heart, and then you can step or you can float it back. Your call. Lower chaturanga, over the toes, upward facing dog, outer ankles stay in, and then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Nice, good. Take 5 smooth and steady inhales and exhales here. And notice in down dog if there starts to be a little bit more weight into the upper body. That can happen sometimes. That happens for me sometimes. If that's the case, just work your hips up and back slightly. Press the head of the thigh bone slightly back, more than pressing the knees back. You can even keep a little bend in the knees. Yeah, like Chris has got here. That allows his low back to get elongated more and takes the compression out of the low back. Inhale, bend the knees and look forward. At the end of the exhale, you can step or you can jump it all the way back up to the top. Lengthen it forward as you inhale, and then go ahead and fold forward as you exhale. Take the thumbs wide apart, circle the arms, rise it all the way up. Awesome. Exhale, pull the palms together at the heart. Good breath. Palms drop, circle rise, take it up. And then exhale, hinge and fold forward, release. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen forward. Good. If you stepped it back, step the opposite foot back. And then lower down, Chaturanga. Nice work over the toes, upward facing dog. And then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Good. Take another 5 here. It's pretty good, actually. Pressing the thumb and forefinger down. And sometimes the thumbs can be a little wide. Okay, perhaps try working the thumbs a little in towards the forefinger. Not too much, just a little bit in, and notice if that makes a difference for you. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. At the end of the exhale, step or jump it all the way up. Lengthen it forward as you inhale, and then fold forward as you exhale. Circle rise, take it all the way up, and then exhale, pull the palms together at your heart. Awesome. Palms drop, circle rise, take it up. Exhale, fold forward and release. Inhale, lengthen forward, put a little bend into your knees, more length forward, and then step or shoot it back. Keep lengthening forward. Over the toes, upward facing dog, nice work. And then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Another big inhale in through the nose, and then let it out. Good. A few more breaths like this. That down dog's looking damn good, brother. You're welcome. And then if you can see your heels, slightly work them out a little bit. Yeah, so the thighs are scissoring in towards the midline. Now lift the ribs away from the ground, bend the knees. Keep lifting the ribs away as you bend the knees, exhale, step, or float it all the way up to the top. Lengthen it forward as you inhale, and then fold forward as you exhale. Good, circle rise, take it all the way up, and then exhale, pull the palms together at your heart. And again, palms drop, circle rise, take it up. Exhale, fold and release. Inhale, elongate it forward. Exhale, step or float it back. Squeeze the elbows in as you float back. Chaturanga in the elbows. That's it, over the toes, upward facing dog. And then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Nice. Okay, now bend your knees. Pause here for a moment. Lift the low ribs away from the ground. Keep the low ribs away. Now lengthen further forward, like you're pulling your heart further towards the front of the mat, past your fingertips. Yes, keep that connection. And then at the end of your next exhale, think about hopping the hips right up over your wrists. Yeah, nice. And actually do what Chris is doing here. Just hop it into place. Take 2, 3, little hops. Yes. Take another one like that, but keep the low ribs lifted even more. Nice, brother. All right, this one will take you up. It's getting slower, though. He wants to do one more. I'm like, okay, let's do it. Nice. Yes. Lengthen it forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold forward. Circle rise, take it all the way up. You got the pause. That was killer, dude. Exhale, pull the palms together at your heart. Yeah, I love it. I like that you wanted to keep going. I'm like, you just do one. You're like, nope, I'm going to do 4. Drop the palms, circle rise, take it up. And then exhale, hinge and fold forward. Inhale, lengthen forward through your heart. And then exhale, you can step or float it back. It's the best when your system's like, no, I'm just going to try it. And then you surprise yourself. And then it's like, what do I do now? Breathe. That was killer. Love it. Okay, from here, lift the right leg up in the air. Go ahead and pull the knee all the way to your nose. Yep. Now listen up. Look forward, shoot the leg back, bend the elbows lower halfway down, Chaturanga. Lift it back up, pull the knee back into the nose. Hold it here, swivel to the inside edge of your left foot, take the left hand to the base of your skull. Zoot. Nice. When you exhale, left elbow, good, right knee, and then take it all the way up. Exhale, hug it in. Nice. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale, lift it up. Take the bottom ear away from the ground. One more. That's it. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Now listen up. Exhale. Now release the left hand down, swivel to the outside edge of your left foot, flip dog. Set the ball of the right foot behind you and flip it all the way over. Nice. Yes. Rotate the right tricep in towards the chin. Squeeze the outer left wrist in. Try to lift the heart up and over an imaginary high bar. It's great. Now from here, take the right arm all the way up to the ceiling. Stack the right foot on top of your left foot coming into Vashisthasana. Nice, good levelization in the hips. A lot of times that outer right hip will kind of work a little back, so trying to stack the right hip over the left hip if you notice yours is back at home. That's it, widen out the shoulder blades. Good. One more lift of the bottom hip and ribs. Now, listen up, release the right hand down. From plank pose, lift the right, you're like, where are we going? Lift the right foot up just about an inch. Okay, now pull the knee to the back of the right tricep muscle and hop the back foot in 2 or 3 inches, okay? So we're setting up for Ekapada Bakasana. I know this is crazy. So those of you who just want to do the setup, work with pulling that heart forward as your elbows are squeezing in. Make sure that those elbows don't go wide because that puts stress on the neck and shoulders. Keep chaturanga elbows. Lengthen forward, okay? You can keep this, or as you tip it forward, you lift the leg up. Take one more inhale like this. Good. 3-legged dog. Shoot it all the way up and back. And then from there, crescent pose. Pull the knee to the nose, step the foot down, and then rise it all the way up. Nice. I've heard a lot of people say, well, what do I do if I can't get that pose? Because a lot of times I'm putting more stress on my arms, and that's what you do. You work the chaturanga elbows. That's killer. It's fantastic training for your back, your triceps, and your core to support you to eventually lift. Pull the palms together at your heart, left tricep to your right thigh. Crescent twist. Nice. Press the top palm into the bottom palm. Lift the outer left hip slightly up. Nice. Yeah. I'm slightly pulling those hips back as you elongate those left ribs further forward. That's great. Yeah, brother. Now, look down at your right big toe, put the weight into the right foot, step the left foot all the way up to meet it. Find yourself in chair twist. All right. Sink a little deeper. Pull the left knee back. Yeah. Find the breath. Breathe into the back ribs. Now, work your left heel up towards your left sits bone. Yep. Squeeze it up. Feel a little engagement there in the left hammy. Yeah. Flex it a little higher. Take one more inhale there. Warrior 3. Shoot the heart forward. Extend the left leg back. Yeah. Awesome. You can keep the palms at the heart. Yeah, that's great levelization. He's got his upper body parallel with the ground. Okay? If at home your upper body is a little above it, drop the heart lower to levelize it. Press the right thigh back, buckle the hip points together, and find the breath. Now, if you want, for the last couple breaths, you can reach the arms all the way forward. Good. Press the top of the right thigh back. Yes. Good. Take one more inhale here. Nice and easy back to crescent pose. Inhale, rise all the way up. And then from there, exhale back to Ekapada Bakasana. Set the hand down. Again, tack the knee on the back of the right tricep. Let's go over it again. Hop the back foot up an inch, 2 or 3. Elbows right up over the wrists. Squeeze the elbows in. Broaden the collarbones out. This is plenty challenging. Or if you lift those low ribs so much, maybe that back leg lifts with it. Good. Take one more breath here. Pull that heart forward and then shoot it back. Chaturanga. Over the toes, up doggy. And then all the way up and back. Down doggy. Nice big inhale. In through the nose. Let it out, exhale. Very nice. All right. Here we go. Left leg rises up. Pull the knee all the way to the nose. Nice. Knee a little higher. Now look forward. Shoot the leg back, bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. Come back up to plank. Pull the knee back into the nose. Swivel to the inside edge of your right foot. Yes, right hand to the base of the skull. Good. Now when you exhale, right elbow, left knee, crunch it in. Inhale. Nice. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Yeah, you got it. Inhale. Lift the bottom ear away from the ground. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Now hold. Step the right hand down. Swivel to the outside edge of the right foot. Flip the dog. Left foot, ball of it, and then lift up. Yes, ball of it behind you. Tried to say the verbiage fast enough, I couldn't get it. Heart lifts a little higher. Good, take one more breath like this. Now reach the left arm all the way up. Here we go, Vashisthasana, stack it up. Left foot on top of the right foot. Try to roll the right hip towards the left. should be towards me. Take one more inhale here. Nice. Now exhale, release the left hand down, lift the left foot just an inch up off the ground, pull the knee to the back of the left tricep. Once you've got it there, you're going to hop the right foot in, third of the way. Yes. Now this time I just want you to lift that knee all the way up towards the armpit. Work on that. And again, maybe this is enough for you as you work on lifting the knee up. I'll show you from this angle, right? So if you're here, if the knee's on the elbow, work on lifting it higher. That'll engage the core. Pull the heart further forward. You can keep this, or maybe that back leg lifts, Ekapada Bakasana. Keep lifting the knee up towards the armpit. Step it back, three-legged dog, shoot it back. From there, crescent pose. Pull the knee all the way to the nose, step the foot down, and then rise it up. Woo! No joke, right? We've gotten to the point in class where Chris's faces are no longer happy. Well, actually, they're never really happy towards me. It's always like, screw you, asshole. And then from there, pull the palms to the heart. I take it as a compliment. Right tricep to your left thigh. Kind of, I take it as a compliment. Lift the head of the right thigh a little higher. Nice. Press the left thumb into the right thumb. Soften the jaw, soften the lips. It's great. Now breathe into your back ribs. One more inhale like this. Okay, now look down at your left foot, put the weight into the left foot, step the right foot all the way up to meet it, find your way into chair twist. Levelize the knees. A lot of times the right knee will poke a little bit forward. That's great. Sink the hips a little deeper. Nice. Now, work that right heel all the way up towards your right tush, aka your right sits bones. Sits bone. Squeeze it a little higher. Yes. And then warrior three. Heart forward, right leg back. Nice transition. Good levelization in the hip. Karate kick your right heel back towards the back of the mat. Yeah, so it's like my hands, again, are on your hips. I'm slightly pulling you back as you're elongating your bottom ribs further forward. Press the left thigh back. Now you can stay like this. That looks really good. If you want, reach the arms all the way forward. Nice. Yes, brother. Good. Take one more inhale like this. Nice and easy. No drama. Step it back. Crescent pose. All the way up. And then back to Ekapada Bakasana. So again, work with knee on the back of the tricep. Just work on lifting it a little higher. Now, it doesn't have to go to the armpit. Maybe it's just an inch, but you're going in that direction. Feel the engagement in your belly when you lift up. Then hop the back foot up maybe. Maybe you stay here, squeeze the elbows in, make sure they're in and not going out. Squeeze them in, then lift that back leg up. Pull the heart further forward. Keep working that knee up. And then shoot it back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Woo! If you haven't done it, over the toes, upward facing dog. Then all the way back, downward facing dog. All right. Need a towel?
Nope.
Need some water?
Nope.
Okay. Big inhale in through the nose. And then again, let it out. All right. Good. Here we go. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Pull the knee to the nose, step the foot down, warrior one. Inhale, rise it all the way up. Exhale, pull the palms to your heart. Tip the heart forward out over your front knee and come into warrior three. Yes, nice. Right back into it. Okay, now this time, separate the arms wide apart like airplane wings. Press the top of the right thigh back. It's great. And then now, twisting half moon. Left hand down, right arm reaches up. Keeping the levelization in your hips. Chris always takes his hand back here, which I love. Outer left hip lifts a little bit. Top of the right thigh presses back, so there's more weight into that right heel. Then bottom ribs lengthen a little further forward. Yes. And then a little more revolution through the heart, but keep the left hip, outer left hip lifted. It's great. One last inhale here, and then handstand. Release the hand down. Okay, now, as we try handstand today, for the setup, with the shoulders over the wrists. Okay, we've been playing with, really getting that dome for the scared cat, and then we go into it. Today, what I want you to do is work on lengthening
right from the get-go. Yes, we have the low ribs lifted, but we're lengthening. So we're elongated, and then we just put a little bend in the knees and pop it all the way up. And then once we get up, we lift the chest a little higher up towards the ceiling. And then maybe drop the head in between the biceps. Feels wonderful on the neck.
Okay, ready? He's pumped. Towel, good. See, I asked you. All right, okay, now lengthen further forward today. Try that. Yeah, even more length. Even more length. That's it. I'm right here. I know, it's weird. That's the length. And trust your breath, no rush. Yeah. You want another one? More length. Then lift. Yeah. Good. Felt it though, right? We don't have to do another one. He's like, thank God. And lower down chaturanga. There's just different ways, you know, sometimes changing the way we get there engages things a little differently. That's why I do it that way. Yeah? Okay. Here we go. Left leg rises up. I forgot where we were going for a moment, but I remembered. Pull the knee to the nose. Step it down, warrior one. Inhale, rise. Exhale, pull the palms together at the heart, and then start to tip the heart forward out over the front knee. Press the right thigh back, and then take it up into warrior three. Nice. Press the left thigh back. Yes, and kick that right heel back into my hand or imaginary hand. Now, separate the arms wide apart like wings. Yep. Lift the low ribs away from the ground, and then right hand down to the block, twisting Ardha Chandrasana, otherwise known as the twisting half moon. Hey, I'm getting the names of the poses right, I think, a little bit, aren't I tonight? Usually I say I'm all wrong. I'm learning, a little bit at a time. Press the left thigh back. That's it. Now lift the right thigh higher. Right thigh. Right thigh. Yes. Now heart open. Yes. All right. He's like, screw you. And we'll try a little handstand. Again, just working shoulders over wrists. You don't even have to come up yet. Just shoulders over wrists. Then pull the hands back towards the back of the mat. Get more length forward. Nice. Now lift. And now try to get that length again. I know. Bend the knee. Come higher up onto the tippy toe. Length again. Length again. That's it. Now try to hop up. Yeah. Yes. 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 Low ribs in. You got it. You got it. You got it. All right. Good work, brother. Different, right? In what way? It's like harder, asshole. He didn't say asshole. I threw that in. Over the toes and then back to downward facing dog. Big inhale in through the nose. Let it out, exhale. And it confronts fear differently too, right? That's my experience. You know, when you got a length, it's like, oh shit, I don't want to do this. Take it in stages. Breathe. Okay, maybe you just hop an inch. From there, inhale, bend the knees, look forward. At the end of the exhale, step or float it all the way up to the top. Nice. Lengthen it forward as you inhale, and then fold forward as you exhale. Let's go chair pose, Utkatasana. Nice. Sink a little deeper, sink a little deeper, sink a little deeper, sink a little deeper, sink a little deeper. Stand all the way up. Whoa! Bring the palms together at the heart. Tricked you. And then back to chair pose. And then exhale, fold forward, release the hands down to the ground. Inhale, lengthen forward through your heart. At the end of the exhale, you can step or jump it all the way back. Lower down, and then over the toes, up dog, and then all the way up and back, down dog. So we're gonna go single breath Surya Bs. You know, if my pace is too fast, slow down, go at your own, okay? It's not about the poses, it's about being connected to yourself in the process, and about where the poses lead. Right leg rises up, pull the knee all the way to the nose, step the foot down, warrior one. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, release the hands down. Step the right foot back and then lower down. Over the toes, upward facing. All the way up and back, downward facing. Left leg rises up. Pull the knee all the way to the nose. Step the foot down, warrior one. Inhale, we're gonna rise. Exhale, hands down. Step the left foot back and then lower nice and slow. Over the toes, upward facing dog. And then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Nice work, good. Reattend to the breath. Different than even controlling your breath. Just attend to where you're naturally breathing. And then go ahead and inhale, bend your knees. At the end of the exhale, keep that linked like we did in handstand. Then at the end of the exhale, step or float it up. Yep, lengthen forward, and then fold. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Shins back, butt back, ribs in, heart back. Shoulder blades wide. And then heels down, stand up, look up, and then exhale, pull the palms to the heart. Nice. Here we go, sink it back down, chair pose, Utkatasana. Sink a little deeper, and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen forward, and then when you exhale, either step or float it back, chaturanga. Lower, halfway, over the toes, up dog, and then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Right leg rises up in the air. Pull the knee all the way to the nose. Keep the core engaged, step the foot down, warrior one. Inhale, you're gonna rise it all the way up. When you exhale, let it go. Hand drops, foot goes back, and then lower down. Over the toes, upward facing dog, all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Good, left leg rises up in the air. Pull the knee all the way to the nose, step the foot down between the thumbs. Inhale, rise it all the way up. Nice, exhale, let it go. Hands drop, step the left foot back, and then lower down, chaturanga. Over the toes, up dog. And then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. I know that probably felt a little weird. I was trying to get the tops of the feet pressing down while squeezing the outer ankles in, because a lot of times when we squeeze the outer ankles in, the outer foot will lift a little bit. Does that make sense? Yeah. Another big inhale in through the nose. And then again, an exhale out through the mouth. Good. Maybe we should try to jump into handstand here. So, as you inhale, bend the knees. You can even walk the feet up a little bit. Maybe that will feel a little bit easier to do. And then, like we did a little bit ago, just try to jump in place. So what I want you to work on is, I'll show you. So I want you to bend the knees, lift the low ribs, and the length like Chris and I are working on in handstand, okay? And then maybe you get a little pike. Maybe you just hold it here. And breathe. And then eventually, maybe it goes up. All right? Nothing to it. Okay. So, from down dog, he walks it in a little bit. He lifts the low ribs. Now, pull the hands back towards the back of the mat. I'm gonna be right here. And for those of you at home, maybe you just hop in place a time or two. Yep. Even more length forward. That's it. Yes! One more. Low ribs lift. Bend the knees and pause. Find the breath. Find the breath, a couple rounds of breath here. Length, lift in the ribs. And then when you're ready, lift those hips, jump them up, hips over wrists. That's it! That was better. Lengthen forward as you inhale. And then exhale, fold. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Did you feel it? You're like, yeah, shut up. Quit talking to me. Quit throwing the shit at me. Press the heels down, stand up, and palms together. Exhale, sink it down, chair pose. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, elongate forward as you inhale. Exhale, step or float it back, chaturanga. And you can take it through your vinyasa. We'll meet you in dog. I had somebody reach out to me saying, you know, I only do 30 minutes of your class, but then I watch the rest of it because I love to see Chris's face. So hopefully he's entertaining you. Big inhale in through the nose. Again, exhale, let it out. Good. Another couple breaths here. Good, now inhale, lift the right leg all the way up. Okay, you're gonna pull the knee all the way to the nose. Hold it there for a moment, step the foot down between the thumbs, drop the back knee down to the ground, and then rise up low lunge crescent pose. Good. From there, palms together at the heart, twist it up, left tricep to your right thigh. Okay, now we're gonna do something a little different here. Now, with your back knee, okay, see if you can work that back heel all the way towards the sits bone. If you need to walk the right foot a little bit up and get a little further forward on that left knee, do it. Because I don't want to be right in the center of your knee. I want you to come a little forward. That's it. And really squeeze that heel towards the butt. Engage the hammy. That's it. Yes, good. Take one more inhale like this. Now, just release that foot back down, uncurl the toes, and lift the left thigh up. Zoop. Nice. Now, from there, keep the left hand as it is, reach the right arm all the way up to the ceiling. From there, reach the right arm all the way out over your head. Yes. Lift the left hip and left ribs. You can keep this, or reach the left arm forward into the extended crescent twist. Good. Lift the left hip, lift the left ribs, lift the left thigh. Now listen up. You're going to keep this. Look down at your right big toe. Step the left foot up to meet the right foot. Extended chair twists, I guess this is called. I don't even think it's called anything, but I just made that up. Sink a little lower. Lengthen. Yes. Now sink a little lower, little lower, little lower, little lower. Navasana. Woo! I know. Whose birthday is it today? He's like, I'm a teenager. So this is hard shit, guys. If you need to just chill here, you do it. You can set the feet down, okay? Take the hands, grab opposite elbows, and just work on pulling the elbows back as you lift the heart up. This is a good way to start as well, okay? Or if you want to be here, you can grab opposite elbows, okay? Or if you want to be here, you can grab opposite elbows. Okay, or you can release the arms. Either way, stay forward on those sits bones so you're not in your tailbone. I don't want you to break your tailbone. I did. Don't do what I did. Get forward on those sits bones. Tip the head back. If you're with us, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale. 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 Inhale, exhale, 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 inhale, exhale. 5 to go, a little slower. 1, 2, it's just a lovely boat ride. Exhale, 3. Inhale, 4. Okay, this is a hard boat ride. And 5, good. Set the feet down. Chair pose. Palms at the heart. Good. Lift the left foot up just about an inch. Warrior 1. Step the back foot down flat. Reach the arms all the way up. Good. And then warrior 2 from there. Heart and hips face towards the left. Whew. He's not even hoofing with me anymore. He's falling like, I'm done.
Catch my breath there.
Catch your breath. Catch your breath instead of hoofing. We'll actually hang here in Warrior 2 for a few. Let's actually have you float the palms up, reach the arms up, hook the right thumb on top of your left. Yeah, try to peel the thumbs apart, sink a little deeper. Keep the lift in the side ribs here. Nice. Keep that same lift and then just release the arms. Back to Warrior 2 arms. Good, keep that same lift, sink a little deeper. Sink a little deeper, sink a little deeper, and then reverse it. Back arm down the back leg. Whew. Oh yeah. I'm out of breath, and I've done like a 16th of what you all have done. Sink a little deeper. And then side angle pose, elbow to the thigh, or set the hand inside the foot or to a block. Nice. Lift the right ribs. Yeah. And as you dig that right elbow into the thigh, kind of work that elbow back towards your right hip, and then work the right hip in and back towards the back heel, and then press the left thigh back towards the right side of the mat. If that was too much instruction, just ignore me and breathe. From there, reach the top arm all the way out over your head. You can keep that. This is plenty challenging. If you're up for more, reach the right arm forward as well. Nice! Good, brother. It's an awesome looking extended side angle variation. Yep, I'm pulling my... Is there a fly over there? I thought you were like, screw you, and then back to warrior two. I was like, that was an interesting way of telling me to screw off. From there, windmill hands down to the ground. Pause. Walk the right foot over towards the right side of the mat. Drop the elbows down in line with that front heel. So if you need to, drop the left knee down. Okay, if you want to use blocks, you can use blocks for your elbows. Okay, you can do that as well. Set the blocks so that the blocks are pretty much in line with your right heel, like he's doing here. It's a great way to support you. And then now squeeze the right knee in towards the right shoulder. All right, this is going to be a little strange, but it's going to be fun. So from here, you're going to step your right foot all the way back, and I want you to have your right big toe touch your left big toe. Now take it all the way back up. Good. And then now nice and slow, lean forward as you step the foot back. Yeah. Good. And then back forward again. Good. Sounds like that. One more time. Take it all the way back, right toe to left toe. And then take it all the way up. Good. From there, you're going to snuggle the right shoulder underneath your right knee. We're going to set up for Kundinyasana 2. You can release the blocks like Chris just did here. So this is a killer hip stretch. Okay? Don't overdo it. This can be enough. Okay? Snuggling that shoulder underneath the knee, and then walk the foot over a little bit so the third or fourth finger is in line with the heel. Okay, whichever one feels right for you. Squeeze the elbows in like chaturanga, pull the heart forward. This could be enough. This is plenty challenging. If it's too much, drop the left knee down. If you want more, pull the heart further forward. Maybe lift that right leg up. And I'll get out of Chris's way here. That's it. Lift the left shoulder up. Nice! Good, brother. Take one more inhale, heart further forward, and then shoot it back, chaturanga. Over the toes, upward facing dog, and then all the way up and back. Downward facing dog. Excellent work. All right, here we go. Big inhale in through the nose. Let it out, exhale. All right, left leg rises up in the air. Thank you, Brock, for the teaching so I could do these kinds of things. Pull the knee all the way to the nose. Good. Step it down, drop the right knee down, reach the arms all the way up. Low lunge crescent pose. To feel like a Brocker? It's like, yes, thank you very much, asshole. Pull the palms together at your heart, right tricep to your left thigh. Now, maybe this time, try working your left foot a little further forward first. Yes. Now, work the right heel towards your right sits bone. Yes. Come high on the front of the right knee. Not easy, I know. Killer hamstring work there. Squeezing that heel into the tush. Yes, pull the thumbs even just a millimeter closer to the heart. That's it. Take one more inhale like this. Good. Now set the tops of the right foot down. Then from there, uncurl your toes and lift the right thigh up into the higher lunge twist. Awesome. Good. Work the hips slightly back. Pull the ribs further forward. Nice. Now, keep the right palm as it is. Take the left arm up and then reach the left arm all the way out over your head. Good work, brother. Okay, now you can keep this, lift the right hip and ribs. Maybe you add the right arm forward to the mix into the extended crescent twist. Yes, lift the right thigh higher. Nice, now look down at your left big toe. Put the weight into the left foot, step the right foot all the way up to meet it. Extended chair twist thing. Sink a little deeper in the knees. Squeeze the right knee back. Nice. Now sink a little deeper, sink a little deeper, sink a little deeper, sink a little deeper, sink a little deeper. And here we go, back to Navasana. We got another round of 25, okay? You know you can do whatever version you need to do. If and only if you're with us, inhale lower, exhale lift. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. A little faster this time. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. 10, inhale, 11, inhale, 12, inhale, 13, inhale. 14, inhale. 15, inhale. 16, inhale. 17, inhale. 18, inhale. 19, inhale. 20, inhale. 21, inhale. I wish you could have heard his sounds. 22, inhale. 23, inhale. 24, inhale. 25. Set the feet down, maybe no hands. Chair pose. Bring the palms together at your heart. Lift the right foot just an inch up off the ground and step it all the way back, warrior one. From there, warrior two, open it up. Adjust the feet to support you. Heel to heel or heel to arch. Nice. Good. Now, float the palms up and reach the arms up. Hook the left thumb on top of the right. Nice. Good. Separate the thumbs wide. Good. Sink a little deeper. You can release the arms if you haven't already. Press the right thigh back. Nope, 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 nope. Reverse it. Back arm down. He's like, I'm done with this shit. Can we please be done now? Sink a little deeper. That's it. Nice. Now from there, side angle pose. Elbow to the thigh or set the hand inside the foot or to a block. Good. Work the left shoulder blade down the back body. Yes. Now reach the right arm all the way out over your head. Lift the left ribs away from the ground. Lengthen them now further forward. Awesome. Now you can keep this, okay? I'm pulling your hips slightly back as you're elongating the left ribs further forward, or you can add the left arm forward to the mix if you want a little bit more. Nice, brother. Sink a little deeper in the front knee. Nice. Widening out those shoulder blades. One more inhale here, and then warrior two. Good. Windmill the hands down to the ground. Walk the left foot a little bit over towards the left side of your yoga mat, and we're going to use blocks if you've got them at home. Okay, otherwise, if you don't have them at home and it's too much, you just drop the right knee down. That'll give you the support you need. You can just hold it there. Couple breaths like this. Nice. Left knee in towards the left shoulder, and then lengthen the collarbones a little further forward. Now, start to lengthen a little further forward. If you're with us here, you're going to step the left big toe back and tap your right big toe. Tap, and then take it all the way. I don't know if you tapped it there. He's like, yes, I did. Okay, take it all the way back again. It's like, quit arguing with me. Left foot, left toe, touch the right one. Nice. And then take it all the way back up. I'm sorry, you did. I didn't see it. We'll do one more. Take the left big toe, tap the right big toe. Tap it, tap. He's like, I did it! Ah! And then take it all the way up. Good, release the blocks. Don't you love our relationship? And then you're gonna snuggle the left shoulder underneath the left thigh, setting up for Kundinyasana Dos. Again, you can just work the hip stretch of this, okay? So as you set it up, you squeeze the elbows in like a chaturanga, okay? And then lift the right thigh a little higher. Now again, maybe you stay right here, or squeeze that knee into the tricep. Cut the knee in as you pull the heart further forward, and then tip it forward into Kundinyasana 2. Yes. Good. Now work this right foot into the right a little bit more. The other right. Yes. Now lift the right shoulder up. Right shoulder up. That's the right shoulder up. Good. Shoot it all the way back. Chaturanga. Whew. Over the toes. Up dog. Then all the way up and back. Downward facing dog. Very nice. Very nice. Big inhale in through the nose. And then let it out. Good. Next time you inhale, let's have you lift your right leg up in the air. You're going to pull the knee all the way to the nose, step the foot down, pyramid pose. Walk the back foot up about a third of the way and just hang forward here. Take a few moments to chill. If you need to use blocks like Chris is doing here, I definitely suggest that. And I like what he's doing there. So the blocks are flat and he's on his fingertips. Gives you a little support and length. Then you can drop the head and chill for a few moments. Let the head drop. Let the weight of the world roll off the head and shoulders. Let the weight of this crazy class roll off your head and shoulders. I love how you tapped your big toe last time. That was fantastic. No, you couldn't. Like, see, I did it. Ah! Okay, now from there, we're going to come into twisting triangle. So take your left hand either inside or outside your front foot. So you can use a block or not. Okay? And then once you got that, I like what he's doing with his hand here. He's levelizing his hips. And then I'm going to add pulling the hips back and then elongating the left ribs forward as you reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. That's it. Press the top of the left thigh back. That's it. Nice, brother. Good. Drop the heart a little lower, hips back a little bit towards me, and then ribs further forward. Yes. Zoot, zoot. Good. Now from there, external rotation, half moon pose. Look down, walk the block about a foot out in front of the baby toe. Then you're going to rise all the way up. You're going to probably want that block in a second. Yeah. Lifting the right ribs away from the ground. Work this foot in towards your left a little bit, and then press your right quad back towards me. Karate kick that foot back. Yes? Nice. Now listen up from here, Chapasana. Bend the back knee. Go ahead and reach back, grab the tops of the foot or the ankle. Okay? Notice if the left knee goes higher than the left hip. Chris's is level. I'm just saying for you guys at home, if that happens, drop the knee a little lower. Press the top of the right thigh back. Yes. Okay, now my favorite pose of all is coming up. I know yours is too. Now from there, release that left foot back. Reach the right arm all the way out over your head. Left arm all the way out over your head. Sorry, I'm dyslexic. Good, now lift the right ribs a little higher. You can stay here or add the right arm forward to the mix. I know. Good. Yes. Lift the right ribs away from the ground. Lift the back leg a little higher. Press the right thigh back. Okay, not easy. Release the hand down to the ground and let's go handstanding from here. Do you mean to handstand? Okay. So, take a few breaths before you come up and into it. And then again, it doesn't matter if you rock it today or not. I just want you to work on the length forward. Shoulders get right up over the wrists, then you pull that heart forward. You confront the fear. Go into the fear. Breathe into it. And then maybe you stay here. Or maybe you lift an inch. Or maybe you lift it all the way up into handstand. It's great. We can let it go and get it on the other side. Nice work. And so much of this, practice, we're confronting those internal fears. And so that's why we don't want to skip steps. That's why we want to go to our edge, not beyond it. Okay? Because overworking is a way of checking out. And in that case, you can flip it all the way over, like I did one time. And I dislocated my shoulder, so don't do that. Big inhale in through the nose. Exhale, let it out. I was using all momentum and I wasn't listening to my system. Wasn't engaged. So I want to support you in taking it moment to moment to moment. Because when you do that, you will find your way to supporting yourself. And you will even fall with supporting yourself. You'll be in touch with your instincts. Okay. From here, left leg rises up, pull the knee all the way to the nose, step the foot down, pyramid pose. Yeah. That was before I knew what I was doing, and I just, again, wasn't checked in. And the breath will always bring you back to the moment. That's why I say that a lot. It's not just a nice yoga thing to say. It really is the visceral experience of grounding you in this moment in time. And if your breath is like, no, don't do that yet. You listen. If you're confronting fear and the breath is like, okay, this is uncomfortable, but I need to push myself a little bit more. You listen to that. So there's a difference. Okay, from here, twisting triangle pose. Set the right hand down either inside or outside the front foot to a block. Okay, and then you can reach back and feel into levelizing the hips. Nice. And then reach the top arm up. Good work. Press the right thigh back. Yes, lift the right ribs up. Nice. Good. Take another breath like this. And then from there, external rotation, half moon pose. Set the left hand down about a foot out in front of the baby toe and really cut that left hip in and underneath you. That's it. And then work the right foot towards the right slightly. Yes. Good. Just so that that heel is not behind you. We want the left hip in and underneath you, supporting you. Nice. Now from there, Chapasana. Bend the back knee, reach back and grab the tops of the foot. Press the tops of the foot into the hand. There you go. Lift the bottom ribs. Nice. Now, nice and easy, No slingshot. Release that foot back, and then extend the right arm all the way out over your head. Good. Now extend the right foot out a little bit. You can stay right here. This is plenty challenging, okay? If and only if you're feeling it, start to lengthen the left arm forward with the right arm, like you got a block between your forearms. Lift the left ribs. All right. It's not easy. I'll demo it one time. Okay, so when you're here in it, we try to roll the heart open as we lengthen forward and kick that back leg back. Okay, handstand time. Again, go to your edge, find your breath. Trust your breath once you've gone to your edge. And then lengthen, and then lift, and then breathe again. And then maybe you just tip it all the way up. Exactly. Nice. Uh-huh. Yeah. Good work, brother. Press the right heel into the left heel. All right. He crushed it. Feel all right? Vinyasa for you if you want it. Over the toes, upward facing, all the way up and back, downward facing. Now listen up from here, lift the right leg up in the air. Okay, take the right ankle towards your left heel, pigeon pose. Okay, if you need a block for more support for your hips, you can slide a block underneath your hip. You want one? Okay, like that. It feels great. I definitely suggest it because a lot of times one hip can be dropping a little bit lower, and when the hips aren't level, it can actually not support you and go into your low back a little bit here and tweak certain areas. So you want to levelize that as best you can. Once you've got that, lengthen your left big toe back. Work your outer right hip slightly back and work your left hip point forward towards your chin. Nice. And then just find the breath here. This practice, you know, we stay light within it, but it's very confrontational what comes up in the process. And so, again, it's how are you with yourself in, you know, the face of confrontation? How hard are you on yourself? That's what we get to know more intimately about ourselves here. And how can we actually be on our side a little bit more? Because we're so hard on ourselves so much of the time. And I know I'm preaching to the choir with myself here because it's been my journey myself, but the more I find that I can actually reframe things and be on my own side in a different way in this practice, I start to engage differently because I'm literally connected to myself. I'm not judging myself. I'm not separate. I'm united. And that's what we're doing here. That's what we're up to. You're a minute in. We're going to go to a minute and a half today. So, in this process of challenge, can you find more ways to be kinder to yourself? We obviously need more kindness in the world, but that starts within. And the more we can do that here, we're going to take it off the mat as well. You can start to make your way out from here. We'll come back to downward facing dog. Roll the hip open. You can circle the ankle around a little bit. Work the left armpit slightly forward. And then go ahead and release the right leg down to the ground. Then you're going to take the left leg all the way up in the air. Good. And then take that left ankle all the way to your right wrist. And drop it down. I got the block for you. Yep. And then setting up for your pigeon pose on this side. And if you need a little bit more, I didn't say this on the other side, but if you need a little bit more, you can always walk that left foot a little forward. You don't need to, Chris, but he's like, thanks, I'm not going to do that. But even walking that forward just even a couple inches, you're going to feel that in your hip a lot more. So work the outer left hip slightly back, buckle your hip points. Yes, and pull the hip points forward toward your nose. And come a little bit more into the tops of your right foot and lengthen that right big toe back. Nice. And by the way, when you're on your own side, it doesn't mean that you don't push yourself. You can push yourself and be in unison. It's a much better way of doing it, I've found. And I noticed that I actually connect to things quicker and easier because, again, there's no inner conflict. When I fall out or when I don't connect, there's compassion. It's like, oh, okay, I'll try again. Or I couldn't get it today. Simple as that. And when the judgment happens, just using it as an alarm bell to come back to the present moment. Because judgment takes us out of now. Yet when we reframe things and when we just see, oh, there's that pattern again. There it is, okay. Let it be. Reattend to the breath. Reframe it in a way that puts you on your own side. Yoga. Body, mind, soul in unison. Nice. And then you can start to make your way out on this side. Making your way back to downward facing dog. If you want, you can roll that left hip open, work the right armpit a little forward. And then, good, go ahead and release that. If you want one more vinyasa, you can take it, inhale plank pose, glide the shoulders all the way over the wrists and the top of a push-up. If you don't want to take a vinyasa, just walk the feet all the way up to the hands. Good. Hang forward for a couple moments. Those of you who took a vinyasa from down dog, meet us up at the top of the mat, and then you're just going to lie down on your back, setting up for a bridge pose. Okay, Chris and I are going to use blocks. So we like to set the soles of the feet on blocks. Once you got that, scoot the butt just a little forward towards the blocks or scoot the blocks back towards the butt. Press the soles of the feet down, and when you're ready, lift up, bridge pose. I don't know about you, I know I keep saying this, but I've never found myself to come into alignment through judgment. Have you? It sounds so simple. Us as human beings, we're so conditioned to judge. But the more we start to recognize that we aren't our judgments, that they're just patterns, we start to attend to a different space behind the judgments. We don't take it as personally. And then you can lower it back down to the ground. And when you're ready, lift it back up. And they're like clouds, thoughts. They're just passing parades. And when we don't hold on, they can move a little bit quicker. And then the truth of who we are reveals itself more and more and more. Exhale, you can lower it back down. I'm going to levelize these blocks. Okay, now they're level. And then one more time, you can lift it up. And then slowly lower it back down. Good. From there, hug the knees into the chest, give them a good squeeze. Go ahead and drop the knees over to the right. Head and shoulders roll over to your left. And as we're on our own sides, flow starts to happen without us even trying to figure it out or create it. And when it's not happening, that's okay too. And when we accept it not happening, it tends to happen. That's the irony. It's only in the resistance to what is that we allow the judgment to get in the way a little bit. And then exhale, you can switch sides. Is that a little chiropractic I heard? Mm-hmm. Very nice. Nice, and then from there we'll go happy baby pose. You can hug the knees in, grab the outside edges of your feet. And then nice and easy, you can roll all the way up to a seated position, extend your legs forward, setting up for a seated mountain pose first, and then Paschimottanasana. So you're gonna reach the arms all the way up to the ceiling, pigeon toe your two big toes together, and then as you lengthen up, start to hinge at the hips, and extend forward. It's like you're sticking your hips back as you're elongating the right ribs further forward. Nice. And you can bend the knees a little bit if you need to. You want blocks or a block. Yeah, it's like, again, you're trying to stick the hips and butt back, lengthen the ribs further forward, just trying to keep that natural curve in the lumbar here. Yep. Couple more breaths here. Nice work. And then from there, one vertebrae at a time, you can roll it up and then all the way down, setting yourselves up for your final rest, otherwise known as Shavasana. You guys crushed it. This is your time to chill, receive back, let things be on a deeper level. Nice big inhale in through your nose and let it out. Shavasana. next time you inhale, let's have you breathe in just a little deeper. Exhale, let it out through your mouth. Start to wiggle your toes and your fingertips. Have you extend the arms all the way out over your head. Get nice and long. As you point the toes forward, reach the arms back. And then from there, hug the knees into your chest. Give them a good squeeze. And drop the knees over to your right. Pause there for a moment. And then you're going to exhale, press into your left palm and come all the way up into a comfortable seated position. And just settling here for a moment. Allow the heart to slightly lift as the shoulders, traps soften. And then from there, let's have you bring the palms together at your heart. We'll seal it in with a final Om. So a nice big inhale in through your nose. Bowing the head down towards the hands, sealing in the practice. And then a slow rise of the head back up. Blink the eyes open. Namaste, everyone. Nice work.